So look, I left Apple back in April of 2025, a few months ago, and I bought a Pixel, and there's a few reasons why. I'll go into a later video. I'm going to give you a few reasons on how Apple could bring me back as a consumer if they really tried hard enough. Not that they're ever going to see this video or anything, this is just my opinion, so I don't really care, but these are some cool little things that would ease my way back into what they're doing and to go back to the Apple cycle. But for right now, I'm Pixel Gang, at least until the iPhone 20. The one thing they could do is lower the pricing for storages. Going from 128 to 256 gigabytes is a lot of money depending on which model you get as well. So if they would figure that out, that'd make it a little bit more easier and seamless than paying X amount of money for a phone that's the same, but you're just paying for more because it has a little bit of extra storage that we need for our phones. Number 2, speed up innovation. I know Apple likes to perfect everything, but once in a while you can throw something out there that's not finished and then fix it throughout the years. How Google does, how OnePlus does, how Huawei does, how Sony does, how everyone does. Give us a little bit of bullshit so we can be like, hey, you guys aren't perfect all the time, which is true because a lot of your updates suck anyway. Battery improvement. I am a literal powerhouse user on the phone. My phones, I use them until they are literally scorching hot in my hand. I am on them consistently doing stuff, learning stuff, being stuff, understanding stuff. I need better battery performance and GPU performance and storage performance and all that stuff. I am a heavy user with my phone. That's sad to say, but it's really not because I'm using it for a good reason. Number 4 is, this doesn't really bother me, but there's no real difference with the phones. They're all the same. They're all kind of stagnant and stale. But I get the idea that everybody wants foldables and new form factors and other things. I get that. I would probably get that. I would most likely get a foldable iPhone because just to see that actually happen would be amazing because you don't see Apple actually following into trends fairly easily and fairly well. So that would actually be something really cool that I would probably definitely want to check out, especially hands-on. So if they come out with a foldable, which is actually rumored for 2027, would be amazing. It'd be just a mini iPad in your pocket. And I would love that. Maybe. I don't know. Number 5, the ecosystem penalty. Put it like this. If you have iPhone, if you ditch iMessage and FaceTime, it's just an Android. If you add iMessage and FaceTime to an Android, you have essentially an iPhone. But now that Android has, I would say technically say iMessage is integrated with Android now, at least with the Pixel it is, in a sense. I don't really see the difference of the two. Yeah, you still can't FaceTime, but I don't really give a shit about that. I really don't. You also can't use FaceTime with Android. You can't FaceTime somebody on Android. And so someone on Apple has to download a Google app just to FaceTime somebody, which doesn't make any sense unless you like Facebook, but I don't really like that. It's like punishing somebody for leaving the iPhone, which is kind of annoying. They should probably not do that because at this point, 2025, you should be able to talk to whoever you want, however you want, whenever you want, with whatever you want. So I feel like if they would change that up a little bit, it'd be a little bit more easier and seamless for me to go back. And it would just make it a lot more easier for Google users to switch to iPhone if they ever do that. Number 6 is repair cost. If you don't have Apple Care, the repairs are insanely expensive. If you have Apple Care, $40 to get the screen replaced. If you don't have Apple Care, I think it's like $150 just for a screen replacement. And if you want a new phone, it's completely broken. If you have Apple Care, I think it's like $100. It might have been more than that. I haven't used it in a while. I think $100. Without that, yeah, you're pretty much just buying a new phone. So yeah, you're just buying a new phone. You're not getting anything out of that. You're buying a brand new phone. That's kind of bullshit. If my phone breaks, I shouldn't have to spend another. And it's also limited for repairs too. Apple, support the right to repair movement. The repairs are godly expensive. Like my Google Pixel, it's $6 a month for repairs. So that's either lost or broken. I get a brand new phone for $6 for not that much. Why can't Apple do that? Who knows? Number 7, this one doesn't confuse me as much. It's not that much of a bother, but it still bothers me in a sense because there's too many fucking models. You have the iPhone, you have the iPhone Plus Pro Max, you have the iPhone Max Pro, you have the iPhone SE Plus. You have a lot of stuff going on there. They ditch the older Pros whenever the new phone comes out, but that's still a lot of extra stuff. The iPhone Pro Max, fuck, I remember when that first came out and it was a mouthful, and it still is. That's a lot. Just rename it. Like, I like when they're going to do the iPhone 17 Air. That is pretty calm. Why can't you just make Pro Max into something of a different word? Those are kind of the same words, actually, if you think about it. Now, just find a synonym for both of them and see if they can connect to each other. iPhone, I don't know. iPhone Plus. iPhone Super, I don't know. Think of something. You guys are Apple. And the software features. They just got customization with iOS 18 where you're able to move the apps or customize them or color them or change certain things or do a lot more certain things that Android has already had since the beginning almost. So if they have split screen stuff, but it's not the same as Android. You have a little screen in the bottom left or right or top corner or whatever, but it's still not a split screen. You can't have an Android have something down here, something up here, and then a little video. You can't do that. You can't do split screen plus a little YouTube video. You can't. I wouldn't mind that feature. It would definitely bring a lot more stuff to it. It would make me... I know with the iPad you can do split screen, but why not on the iPhone Pros or the iPhone Pro Maxes? Because they're taller, bigger, and can support a lot more stuff. So why not put those in those bigger displays at least? I know the iPhone 6... I know the regular iPhones are a little bit smaller, but so are Androids. Androids are pretty small, and they can still do it. Why can't iPhones? They have more money, more power, and more... They just have more of something. They just have more money and power, so they're able to do stuff like that. So why not do it? If it's already available on the iPads, it's not that hard to just switch it to the iPhone. Especially like the Pro Max or something like that. I don't know, but these are 8 cool little things that I think Apple should switch up. It would at least bring me back to the system, because the main reason I left, the integration, the software, and they weren't really improving on anything. The iPhone 16 was the same as the 15. Yeah, you had Apple Intelligence, and that was it. You had a little camera button. Who gives a shit about a camera button? I surely the fuck don't. That's why I didn't spend $1,500 on my phone of the iPhone 16. That's why I don't need a camera button for my phone. If I want a camera, I'll just use my camera. There's been a lack of innovation, to be honest. I just can't stand it. I like iOS 18. As you've seen in one of my previous videos, I did a little breakdown of the iOS 18 beta, which I actually didn't go full in depth with. I actually wish I should have. But the iOS 18 was pretty cool, and iOS 19 is going to be fantastic. I can't wait till y'all see that. That's going to be amazing. But it's the lack of innovation for me really right at the moment. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to hold off and stay with Android, Google Pixel Gang, at least till the iPhone 20, if that's what they call it. The iPhone XX, who knows. But what do you guys think about the video? Let me know what you guys think about the video in the comments down below. What are some reasons why you won't switch to Apple or even go back to Apple? But for now, let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know in the comments down below. What you guys think of the video? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know your favorite app, and let me know why you left Apple. Until the next one.